Hello there and welcome to our video podcast series. Today, we'll focus on activities. Through them, we can monitor and manage the lifecycle of any artifact, as well as all the communication related to it. Activities are divided by purpose. We send a task when we require someone to do something. Problem entails severity of some situation that should be solved ASAP, and it is a bit more serious than warning, which is a task that gets highlighted for the solver. Information, as the name suggests, does not include tasks to be done and serves mostly as an FYI. Simple decision activities are useful for getting predefined answers to simple questions and can also be adjusted through custom decision. If a reaction is required though, the chat activity type provides the necessary space. Meeting and event are very frequent activities used for planning meetings, and they enable the solvers to confirm or reject their participation. And last but not least, milestone is delegated when an important task is supposed to be finished by a given date. Activities work the same for all artifacts with a new business territory, be it a document, an issue, a UFIM artifact, or anything else. We will use a uDocu document for illustration. Each artifact in UBT has its own activities tab, where activities related to the artifact can be created and managed. The Activities button can be found in the top right corner of the page between Edit and Attachment buttons. There we can create a new activity for the artifact or manage all active ones. To create a new activity, simply click the corresponding button and a modal with activity type selection will pop up. Once the type of the activity is chosen, it is time to name it, type in a brief description of its goal, and select a deadline. The fields below represent the submitter, ourselves, and potential solvers. The submitter's work role can be changed by clicking the corresponding field and choosing one of the suggested options. Choosing solvers is quite similar. After clicking the Add Solver field, a list of suggested solver work roles according to the context of the artifact appears with access roles right under. If these suggestions do not contain whomever you'd like the activity to be delegated to, the button right next to the field summons yet another modal with detailed search. There we can search in work roles or access roles separately. But wait, there's more. If we know the person but not their work role, the search in user roles provides a selection of all work roles of the selected user. And if we'd like to search in groups instead of individuals, there's a field for that as well. Simply search for and select the group you'd like to inspect, and if permitted, you'll see all of its members and will be able to delegate the activity to any number of them. As you may have noticed by the colorful tags, some of our solvers may not have the necessary permissions. Access to the related artifact can be provided by clicking the corresponding button next to each solver and providing them with a desired profile. Removing solvers is even easier than adding them. Just click the red circle on the right. Last option is a choice between cooperative and individual task, by which we delegate the activity either to all solvers or to each of them separately, where it can also be separately monitored. There might be more fields to fill, but they will always naturally correspond to the activities type. This one, however, is ready to be sent. Once activities are created, they appear in the list below as well as in the solver's task list. Clicking the name of the activity summons a modal window, and it will look the same no matter where the activity is opened. For activities with a single solver, there will be two tabs. Overview with all the relevant information like the submitter, solver, solution date and description, and history and comments. For activities with multiple solvers, or if you are the submitter, there will also be the solvers option with an overview of solvers and their states. Solvers can also be switched there, or filtered by the state of their activity. Should you find yourself to act both as a submitter and the solver through different roles, you can switch between them via the button with your depiction in the top right corner. We can set states, comment, or even close the activity via corresponding buttons, and more options can be found under the button with 3 vertical dots in the top right corner. We can edit the attributes of the activity, postpone it, change submitter, add solvers, or even copy the component and manage the activity from elsewhere. The same can be done for the entire activities list of the artifact. Simply copy the component and insert it wherever it suits you. When managing activities in one's task list, the process remains exactly the same, as clicking on an activity summons the exact same modal window, which, in case of meetings, can be summoned also via calendar. And that's it. If you're interested in more information, take a look at the rest of our videos. Stay tuned!